Takk. Thank you for inviting me to speak here today, for hosting this and giving me this opportunity. So my name is Andri Guðmundsson, as has been said here already. I'm a co-founder of Vaxa. We are a controlled environment agriculture company that grows clean and pesticide-free, nutritious, dense vegetables in closed environment in Iceland and in Sweden, using sustainable production methods and clean energy. Okay, so we grow vegetables. It's a gróðrarstöð in Icelandic, a greenhouse, or it's no drama. My role there is I don't grow any of the plants, but I try to grow the company. I'm not going to talk about technology today or Vaxa at all. I am going to touch upon a very important part for the well-being economy, and that's the food system. Obviously, it's pretty close to my heart. The stomach, both business-wise and obviously my stomach is pretty close to my heart as well. But I'm not going to talk about food as a product, but kind of in a broader sense, the food system. I was a bit, I didn't know exactly the context here, so I decided to go a bit broad and even go to space. And having sat here this morning, I think that was spot on, my bet doing that. And I'm taking a step down then from the kind of total spirituality here and getting a bit closer to Earth. So we'll stop in space a bit. So what's the point of all the food that we produce, that we consume, that we transport and waste? We waste a lot of the food. Is it not to provide fuel and nutrients to us, the humans who eat it? Strip away everything else, production method, branding, packaging, labeling, all this stuff. This is, well, it should be what food is all about. Keep us healthy, able us to function and contribute to society and thrive. I recently spoke at a conference in the US, NASA's Deep Space Food Challenge, where companies around the world compete to come up with novel methods and devices to grow food in space. And since it's a NASA competition and it's in the States, there was $1 million prize money, obviously. In space, food is not a lifestyle choice, like for so many here on Earth. It is a matter of survival and for performance. Astronauts do some of the most complex work that humanity is doing. And they're in extreme conditions. And the nutrition that they get in the space stations, in these space travels, has to support them being at the pinnacle of their ability. If I asked you to vision space food, I think most of you would first kind of see textureless, tasteless, grayish paste, kind of baby food in pouches. Perfect fuel, all the nutrients, everything for perfect human performance. But how would you feel if you ate such baby food or textureless, tasteless food all day? How would you feel? Your body would probably be okay. Your health markers, your bad cholesterol that now is good cholesterol will probably go down. But how would you feel? What would happen to your mood, your focus, your creativity? In space, contra to what many believe, they've figured something out. Even with food, when food has all the right nutrients, when it meets every physical requirement, if it lacks taste, texture, astronauts' mental health declines. They become demotivated, lonely, and disconnected. Rings a bell? And their performance drops. And that's not good for business, the NASA business and the space business, if the astronauts' performance drops. So astronauts, even in space, get real food, even fresh food. They get Thanksgiving turkey and paellas, and they even share traditional dishes with their fellow astronauts sent from home. Because eating real food with others boosts their well-being. And their well-being has a direct impact on their performance. Now, if we know already then, or NASA at least, how to design a food system, as we do in space, how have we built a food system on Earth? Let's be honest, for most people on Earth, food is about survival and not performance. But even in wealthy countries, our food systems are not designed for people to thrive, are they? It seems actually that the system isn't even designed to keep us well. Instead, much of what we eat is optimized for shelf life, sales, convenience, or profits, not for human health. And the result is rising rates of lifestyle-related diseases, widening health gaps, disconnect from what the food is even for. Think about it. If we zoom out, the food system in wealthy countries is in many ways a system that harms us, with ultra-processed, addictive foods contributing to illness and undermines, it's not even neutral, it undermines performance. Not to mention the astronomical negative environmental impact that the food system has on land, sea, biodiversity, and our Earth in general. Our only, so far, habitat. And how the habitat is another factor affecting our well-being. Imagine a food system that helps us thrive, physically, mentally, emotionally. What if all children grew up on food that truly nurtured their brains and bodies? What if we all got food every day that nurtured our brain and bodies? How would we perform as individuals and as society? What if we treat food not just as a commodity, but as the foundation of human potential? I don't know about you, but I find this kind of thinking inspiring. And I think this kind of thinking should drive the direction of the food system that we design and build every day. A food system of sustainability. The food system of the well-being economy. Thank you.